Wow, look at this. Trying something new. I'm still an overlander. I just wanted to give this a shot. I've been watching some YouTube videos of guys camping and taking everything on their backs. So, you know, my Jeep's got a refrigerator and everything in it, right? So I'm just trying tonight to see what I can do just with a backpack on. And I'll show you what I brought with me. But I'm really hiking, and I'll show you this great spot I found. So here's where I'm at. I'm in Ohio, but I got some dispersed camping area in this area, and I found a creek. So I'm going to try to find a spot around here to camp. That would be a good place to camp. It's pretty. This is not as easy, and I'm kind of more concerned. I don't have as much with me, all those sorts of things, but I figure I got to give it a try. So here I go. I found my spot. Been hiking for a while, and I'm gonna turn the camera around. Yeah, you know, when I told my friends I was going to do this, you know, we came up with this song just in the car while we were driving. We sang, "He's a camper." No, he's a hiker. Here we go. This is what we came up with. He's a hiker. He's a camper. He's an overlander, and that's what I am. I'm an overlander, but I'm just going to try this a couple times throughout the year to get experience in going hiking in on the trails and experiencing, you know, a little bit different type of situation. Not as comfortable. I won't have my refrigerator. I won't have all this stuff with me, but see if I can get by and have a good time as well. That's the important thing. So I'm going to get set up, and I'll kind of show you what I brought with me. I started here and found a secluded area to put my Jeep, and then I put my pack on, and I've been hiking since then. Right now it's about 3 o'clock, and I started hiking around 2:15. The mosquitoes are bad in this area, so I'm glad I brought a net and some bug spray, but getting a fire started will be helpful, and I can use the wood around here to do that. And I brought some fat wood with me to help me get it started in case I couldn't on my own, but we'll see what we can do. So let's get set up. Here's a spot that I found that's pretty flat, so I think I'm going to camp right in here. put my tent like right up in this area. So with that said, a snake hole. And this is out in nature, I tell you. Hope not. I don't know what would dig a hole that's perfectly round and deep. I'll stick a stick in that. This will be the first time I put this tent up with the rain cover. I put it up in my family room when I got it. 4.5 pounds. Here's the tent. If you have any questions about the products I'm using, just send me a comment. There's a greater than 50% chance of rain. There's a greater than 50% chance of rain, so I don't want to put the rain fly on. So I'm not going to show you all this because I'm not going to look very smart putting this together, so I'll kind of show you near the end. Actually, it's going up pretty easy, so I'm not embarrassed. Aluminum rods. My goal is to keep all the mosquitoes out of it. A lot smaller than my Overlander Gazelle T4 tent, isn't it? Here's my pillow, blow up pillow I got. The Hikenture ultralight pillow. Got a little backpacking insulated air pad. And then a tent. REI Trail Break 30-degree tent. Definitely won't need it. I think I'll be sleeping on top of this tonight, but I'm gonna go ahead and get these all set up. We'll see how long it takes me to blow this up. I'm kind of restricting it from going in. Here we go. Woo. Try to get as hot as I could. Get this in there. Keep all the bugs out, of course. Got the rain fly on, I believe, how it's supposed to. It's got these cool vents. It's kind of got a stiff Velcro thing you can set up so there's a air going in and on either side, which is very nice. So it's got a vestibule area if it's raining to put your shoes and stuff. Need a couple more stakes, so I'm just gonna take some wood and turn them into stakes. Like as much ventilation as possible. That's pretty far actually. Well, it's time to start getting ready for dinner. It's about 7 o'clock, and I gathered some firewood and some things around. So now I got some fat wood with me. So I'm just going to prepare some of the wood so I can boil some water to put it in my mountain house meal. Some piles of really fine grass, some pencil shaped and a little bit bigger. So once I get a spark, get some flame, I can get things going. Gotta get enough to boil water so I can eat my meal and then have enough for my coffee. You know, it's hard to do this with only a backpack because you really don't have a lot of water. And I have a stream right here, but I don't trust it. And that's where I gotta get used to. Like, where can I go and trust the water where I do have a filtration system, but I need to work on that. So I'm gonna get my fat wood going. This is serious because I need to boil water to, I don't have my stove, my refrigerator. Mosquitoes are flying all around me. I gotta get this right. I'll collect it in here. See what happens. What I'm gonna do is, I saw somebody do this. They use their saw. They went real slow, maybe to knock some of that steel, grind it into that dust. So if a spark hits that, try that with this, kind of just. I think I see some down in there. Okay, here we go. Oh. I got a flame, people. I got nothing to keep it going though. Put it out. Should have put this dried grass on top of that. That's cool. Smoky's good. Get rid of these mosquitoes. Well, I'll catch them a little bit when I boil my water. I'm waiting for the fire to go. It'll get hot enough where I can put my pot of water on so I can make some mountain house adventure meal spaghetti with meat sauce. So 22 grams of protein. This whole bag 480 calories. So it's not very much for the dinner, but I'll take it. That's one thing when you're out here and you're backpacking, you just don't have all the amenities that you have when you're overlanding. But I wanted to try it. Got my water, got my pot, and my spoon. The thing I'm learning is how do you clean things. So one thing I realized is you have to camp by a stream so you can filter water, wash your pots and pans, splash water on yourself, because I'm coated in bug spray right now. But it's time to eat. Here's the view. Sun is setting over there. You can kind of see it poking through. 10 after 7. Hopefully this fire help keep the mosquitoes away too. I had to restoke the fire, so I'm put the water back on. There we go. Keep that up. Waiting for my water to boil. Water's boiling. These are blue, they're so hot. See if I can do it. Whoop. He's coming through the glove. Quick. Well, let's give this a shot. Thickened up some. Smells better than beefaroni and SpaghettiOs and all that. Got little chunks of meatballs in her. It'll be hot. Hot, but good. Probably gonna let it sit. Spaghetti's not quite al dente yet, so I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit, another minute. Then I'm gonna enjoy my dinner. Well, it's getting dark out. It's about 8:15, and I just wanted to do the encouragement right now because tomorrow morning it might be raining, and to me this is important. I spent some time out here reading today the Word of God, and I got the book of John here, just the book of John, so I can write notes. It's kind of like a diary. But anyways, you know, there is an account where this gentleman named Lazarus died, and people were really sad about that. Not to get into who's Lazarus and all that. But Jesus, the sisters came and warned him, or told Jesus, hey, you know, Lazarus is dead. And Lazarus was a good friend of Jesus. So a couple things I think are very interesting about what happened here. Number one, the shortest verse in the Bible, right? Jesus wept. That's chapter 11, verse 35. So Jesus comes where Lazarus is dead, and he said, man, he's starting to smell. I mean, that's pretty much sure that he's dead. He's kind of rotting at that point. But then Jesus kind of, you know, calmed them down, and he said in a loud voice, because there's something I want to tell you at the end of this. Lazarus, so Jesus called out in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. Come out of that grave, right? And the dead man came out, and that's just Lazarus, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen and a cloth around his face. Jesus said to them, take off the grave clothes and let him go. There's a really neat thing there. He says, take off the grave clothes. Now, let's look at our lives. Do we have grave clothes on? Things that take us down, things that are leading us to death and not to life. Life to the full, leading us away from Jesus instead of toward Jesus. Because I want to go to heaven, and I want to do what I can here to have the life to the full and be with God as long as I can here before I open my eyes up in heaven. So I used to think about that. I still do. What are my grave clothes? What are things that keep me, you know, are aiming me the wrong way? And maybe you can think about that too. And also, if you're going through a hard time, just think about Jesus wept. He cares. He wants to get personal with you. So, and I've experienced that. I've had some bad things happen in my life. Everybody does. And when you get close to him, he comes near to the brokenhearted, it says. And he does. So I hope that encouragement was good. I'm going to go to bed here soon. And I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes a little bit. But this hiking thing is a lot different than overlanding with a Jeep with a refrigerator and a gazelle tent. But it's gonna be interesting sleeping tonight. I'm kind of looking forward. I'm looking forward to the night and getting in my small little tent and experiencing that as well. So I'm having fun. I'm learning a lot about what to do the next time I go hiking and camping just with a backpack. Well, I'm in my tent. It's a small tent compared to my Gazelle T4 Overlander tent, where I can stand up in and have a nightstand almost in it. But anyways, I'm tucked away, got my little lightweight pillow, air inflated so I can fit in my backpack, and got my sleeping bag and my air mattress. And so I'm set, thin little air mattress compared to what I'm used to, but this is part of the fun out doing hiking and camping and these things, getting used to the different elements and learning how to face them and fight through them all. But well, I'm going to hit the sack now, so I'll talk to you guys in the morning, let you know how the night went. God bless. Well, I'm getting to experience the rain. It's 4:42 a.m. It's rain. Well, good morning. It's been raining and raining. You can see the rain on my tent. The tent's held up great. Everything's wet, and I left my chair out in the rain. So, I don't know what to do now. But it looks like it's clearing up. So I'll start planning to get up. Tent worked great, and the pillow worked good, slept well. It's actually 8:30. It's been raining, so I just kept dozing and waking up and continuing to sleep. So it was a good night. So the tent works, the little pad, air mattress pad works, and all the stuff works well. Very comfortable. These vents you have on the top of the tent, it's part of the rain cover, but there's a slit and there's like a Velcro thing that you lift up. Here's the other side. Keeps rain from coming in, but lets the air flow, so there's no condensation in the tent at all. And I did keep my stuff dry that was in here, my bark that was going to use to light a fire, my water, my gloves, and my saw. Here's what it looks like when I was sleeping it last night during the rain. I had the vestibules all zipped up, but the cool thing is I had that air vent on each side of the tent. Here's another view. Worked really well. I wasn't hot. I was very comfortable. My fire, that center log finally burned. Man, I'd like to have stayed. Look at that view. Oop, mosquitoes are out. So I'm gonna start shutting her down. Well, no trace. And you got that little ash area and a great view. Great view. Packed up, you can see, got my backpack on. Everything's cleared up. I'll show you where the tent, everything's gone. I don't have to show you that. Now I'm gonna start hiking back to the vehicle and leave this good view. Had a good time. Rained, so my first backpacking camping experience was that it rained. So I got to think about all that because I had no way to make a fire this morning. I did have some fat wood, but all the other wood was soaking wet. So what I got to do is make sure, maybe put wood in one of those vestibules, they call it, by the tent, to have some dry wood in the morning. Mosquitoes are out, so I'm going to take off. So thanks for watching. It's just a little change, but I'm going back to overlanding as well, for sure. But this was very good experience. So God bless.